I don't know about y'all, but getting a little bit thirsty. I think it is time.
It's time.
Ding, ding, ding for a heavyweight championship throwdown with Low Energy folks. And today they got this over at the Buc-ees over there in Auburn, Alabama. So you might be familiar with this brand, but I think we've talked about them before. But at any rate, Adam, why don't you tell the folks what we're going to be having today?
Country Times RYSE.
What?
RYSE. Not to be confused with RYSE, which is another type of energy drink.
Calling it RYSE
And
is more
Hyundai is not
makes more
associated.
sense for how it's spelled.
Okay. All right. This has 8 grams of protein in it, which is interesting.
So new formula for RYSE. Yeah.
0 sugar and prebiotics.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah. So be able to shit later. Isn't that great?
Wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah.
gut friendly, it says.
That's what it says.
Splash
Amazing.
of protein. Okay.
Yeah.
We're in for a ride.
Oh, we're in for a rise, I think.
A rise.
Oh, let's give it a.
Instead of raise, I was like, that's something Hyundai is not associated. You know, they don't know anything about that either.
Oh, no. Not at all. Not at all.
It smells nice. Oh, yeah. What do we. Ooh. It's not pink, though. They should have sprung for the extra nickel to actually make it.
It's going to bring back childhood memories. This is the only thing my mother would spring for.
This Country
outside of
Time
water.
Lemonade?
Yeah. The little packets, right, with the powder that give you canker sores.
Oh man, yeah. If you got some loose powder on your gums, oh boy, Lord help you. Give it a try, Ski.
And I do live about 5 minutes from a Buc-ees.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
I do as well.
Yeah.
We gained a Buc-ees in Athens in Limestone County. So
Cheers, y'all. Let's
Cheers.
give it a sample. We rate these 1 through 5 stars, and then I'll.
Smells better than regular Country Time lemonade. Smells almost like Simply lemonade.
I will say I love RYSE's Baja Blast ripoff. It's fucking great.
Oh, okay.
I think it's called like Baja Bomb or something. Very good.
It's not horrible, but you can tell there's other stuff in it than just lemonade.
Yeah. The prebiotics and all that weird
The
shit.
protein.
Protein.
I can taste my 2 grams of protein.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can too. Yeah. It's a little.
It's murky also. This liquid is not clear in any way, shape, or form.
The consistency.
I started off kind of liking it.
Right. At first, it's okay, but the more it kicks in, the less I like it.
So I don't know how
it
y'all.
starts tasting more like chlorine water.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how y'all take your energy fuel. I usually put it in this here big cup with a shitload of ice. I think if it sits in some ice for about 10, 15 minutes, then it'd be great.
Yes.
get a little watered down.
Right.
It's a little bit difficult taking it straight. I've got some information about the company, but we'll weigh our opinions first, and then I'll tell you the dirty shit.
A corporation with dirty stuff, right? Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I give it a 3.5.
That's about where I'm at too.
It's a little better than the 3. It's definitely not a 4.
No.
You nailed it. 3.5. I think that you're right, Rivers. Give it a little time and some ice. It'd probably be a lot better. But yeah, 3.5.
I'm going to go with I think I'm going to give it a 2.75. Can I do
Okay.
that? Is
Yeah.
that allowed?
The Russian
Yeah,
judge.
any number between 1 and 5. So that's
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so as always, I always like to look up the CEO and see what dirty shit they're up to. And in this case, the CEO is a guy named Nick Stella, which that's a fake name. This guy robbed the bank and somewhere
Yeah,
and
that's not
has
real.
changed his name. It's Nick with no K, by the way. N-I-C Stella.
That's classic.
Say his last name one more time.
Stella.
Why are we saying it like that?
I don't know. It sounds rad, man. But
Does it?
It's the drink.
I'm Stella.
That's how his staff has to say it every time.
Yeah.
Sure.
They have to wag their tongues. Stella. So they're based out of Prosper, Texas. The RYSE company is. So my favorite thing about RYSE is, so you noted it's Country Time Lemonade specifically. So they do all these brand partnerships with other, non-energy drink things that they turn into energy drinks. And my favorite thing about RYSE is all of the companies that they partner with are like nobody's favorite of anything. So for instance, because they make energy drinks, they also make like protein powder and that kind of stuff. So not all of these are energy drinks, but these are the brands they work with. Kool-Aide. Okay, that's top of the list. Everybody knows Kool-Aide.
Fair enough.
Bazooka Joe.
I know who that is.
Yeah, but is that anybody's favorite gum? You know what I mean?
It's my favorite drink.
yeah. I like to drink my Bazooka Joe and read the hilarious comics on the back. But
Okay, now that I noticed it's pink lemonade, I want to dock it some score.
yeah.
Because the difference between pink lemonade and regular lemonade is just food dye.
Well,
Right,
yeah,
it is missing the pink.
It's missing the pink.
Yeah.
You shouldn't really be calling it pink lemonade.
I feel like it's got a little strawberry to it, which is what pink lemonade is supposed to be, is either like strawberry or raspberry in addition to lemonade.
I was not aware of that.
Oh yeah, well I found out some fun stuff about pink lemonade that we'll talk about in just a moment because
okay.
it's more fucked up than you would think. But yeah,
It's made from children's tears.
I mean, it's not that, but it's just about as horrible. But just some of the other brands. So Smarties. Nobody's favorite of anything,
No.
even though I like Smarties, but
It's the best chalk candy.
you know what? I'll give you that. Yeah, although I like
I
them,
know sweet tarts are better.
I like them Valentine's Day hearts. Those are the worst shitty. Or those are the best shitty candy.
Yeah,
Of all the candy that sucks, I can
Yeah.
eat the most of those Valentine's Day hearts. We've got moon pies. Which,
Okay.
no disrespect, but
Wow.
come on.
All right,
I mean,
listen, I'll defend a moon pie though.
I'd defend a fresh moon pie, but the problem with moon pies is they have no expiration date. So sometimes, especially by
That
the
is
time they
very
get to
fair.
California, inedible.
I feel like the moon pie has to be like a protein powder flavor.
yeah, it is.
There's
Yeah,
no other
totally.
way it could, yeah.
Yeah, they've
Which
got
that does not sound appetizing at all.
no.
Well, most protein powder is pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you learn how to stomach it.
Yeah,
you know,
you're right,
it's
right.
an acquired taste.
They've got
That would just turn me off moon pies, I feel like.
right. They've got Skippy peanut butter, so not Jif, fucking second favorite,
Right,
not
our-
even Peter Pan,
right,
third
our Peter
favorite.
Pan, yeah.
yeah, Skippy, a ring pop, which if
That's
you're
not a bad flavor. It's just a terrible delivery method.
right,
for
right,
candy.
yeah, it's just a way to have your kids get fucking
The-
schmutz on the windows.
The
Right,
stickiest
everything's sticky.
hands.
Yeah. And then finally, my favorite, Sour Punch straws. So not Sour Patch Kids, Sour Punch straws. So
Okay,
I
okay.
like that they're picking the last at dodgeball with all of these brands. Like it's pretty great. But yeah, as far as the CEO, man, he's a weightlifting guy with an extra Republican wife. So hey, whatever. He's a fucking energy drink owner. But as far as country time goes, I did find out they did something pretty cool, which is in 2018 they set up something called Legal-Ade. And Legal-Ade is a program where Country Time will pay up to $300 to reimburse fines of children who are fined for setting up illegal lemonade stands.
Oh, wow.
That's a marketing genius.
And I was like, man, that's fucking great.
yeah.
I like any company that's like commit a crime.
yeah.
We'll help you commit a crime.
Yeah.
We, in fact, if you commit crimes, it actually brings us some good publicity.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, it was so goddamn funny because in the, they had the article posted on Reddit and the comments were just all these people just being like, this horrible bitch in my neighborhood called the cops on my fucking kids.
Wow.
And I was like, that's so crazy. I don't know. Did y'all anybody here do a lemonade stand when you
I
were?
did. I have, yeah.
I did too. Yeah.
I
It was
missed
always-
out on that. I never did the lemonade stand for some reason, but
Did
You
not?
could make potentially $1.50.
right. I think
Right.
that's why I never did it because I think my parents were always like,
I don't
Come
have
on.
$1.50. Right? That's the biggest reason I never did it.
Well, our secret was we used Crystal Light. So it was the fake sugar, so you could make way more lemonade for a lower price.
right.
So yeah,
Figure out the efficiencies.
we racked up on that shit. But I was just thinking, I was like, God, to be the saddest adult in the world to see a child having a lemonade stand and call the cops.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, who does
What
that?
a sad bastard.
Yeah.
Well, we live in a country where people weaponize the police
Yes.
as a thing where they're just like, somebody's being slightly annoying, so I'm going to make them have to deal with the cops
Yes,
just
right.
because
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
I might ruin their life.
I don't know how emergency services work. Anything that is a minor inconvenience is an emergency in my head.
Yeah. But then also the fact that they set up this like legal fund. So presumably there are cops that cited children
Wow.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
You're
That's
absolutely,
what
you've
I
never
wondered,
seen
like, is it
videos
real?
of that?
of them of just like two cute kids selling lemonade and a fucking cop.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. I mean,
Yeah, definitely. There's videos of that shit online of cops shutting down children's lemonade stands.
fucking crazy.
It's
Amazing.
really not
crazy.
crazy. We live in a country with death camps.
No, that's
it's
true.
not crazy that the
Yeah.
cops are going around ticketing children.
No, that's fair enough.
That's school to prison pipelines got to start early, right?
Yeah. It's like, all right, I'll handcuff you and send you back to a country you've never been to, but I'm not going to bust your lemonade.
Send you to the fucking ground, country you've never been to. These people are disappearing with no evidence.
Yeah.
And now they've lost the evidence. Let's get into the death camps.
Yeah.
The evidence that's coming out, that's supposed to come out, that they've been ordered to give up, has now been lost.
Well,
by these prisons.
Well, they've got exciting jobs coming up for them at, maybe a Korean automaker somewhere.
There
Yeah,
you go.
perhaps.
They're staging at Buc-ees, I've been told, where I am.
I
right?
saw that.
Speaking of Buc-ees.
I saw that on the What's Happening in Auburn and Opelika Facebook group where everybody's
favorite.
mental health is A-okay.
Oh, I'm sure that's real lively.
An absolute favorite.
I had a friend of mine reach out earlier today. It was just like, have you ever met any of those people in the groups? I'm like, nope, but they're good podcast fodder. And I sent her about 4 links of us talking about the crazy shit I see on there from time to time. And then just as a little fun tidbit, I got curious as I do. I was like, when did it start being pink? The lemonade.
Right.
You know? And because lemonade apparently goes all the way back to ancient Egypt. Like, as long as they've had lemons, somebody was like, hey, what if these tasted less shitty? And then they found ways to make it less shitty. But pink lemonade, so there's 2 stories. Both of them have some veracity to them, but they both involve the circus in one way or the other. So the first is that in the mid-19th century, a man named Henry E. Alott, and boy, he was a lot. A Chicago native who ran away with the circus in his early teens. He was selling lemonade and accidentally knocked red cinnamon candies into the drink, which turned it pink. So the OG pink lemonade apparently was lemons and cinnamon.
Ooh.
Which, as gross as that sounds, there's a part of me was like, I'd try it.
I'd try
it
it.
doesn't sound like it's undrinkable.
No, and I like cinnamon candy. That's the good shit. You know, that was what they had before Zyn. That's how my mom quit smoking, apparently. She just went through like 10 bags of those over a weekend. But so that was the original. And apparently the drink sold surprisingly well, and he began to market it intentionally. But the other legend, you were saying, was it the tears of children? No, but it was definitely something that could inspire tears from children. So another legend from a 1921 book by George Conklin states that his brother, Pete Conklin, ran out of water while selling lemonade at a circus in 1857, and in desperation, he used water from a tub that had been used to wash the red tights of the clowns.
Ooh.
And the resulting strawberry lemonade doubled his sales. So
I'll never look at pink lemonade the same again.
Wow.
so apparently just the dirty red undies of clowns just became the basis of pink lemonade in the second story. So I definitely tried the cinnamon one before I tried the crotch rot clown lemonade.
That's so
I
low
agree.
down.
Yeah.
To sell that to children.
But, you know,
This is how circuses got the reputation.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
this is 1857, so this is not too far away from the Toronto clown riots that we talked about on the show a couple of years ago, where the police force of Toronto was created because a bunch of clowns pissed off a bunch of firefighters at a whorehouse in Toronto, and they burned the circus down, and it was a big riot. And so that's when Toronto was like, we should have cops now. So, yeah, a bunch of Protestants did it. Yeah, the Orange Men. But, at any rate, so that's RYSE.